Remember when Marvel was still finding its footing, before the Avengers assembled and before multiverses became the norm and before every hero had a D plus series, there was the Incredible Hulk. Yes, that one. The one people forgot about. Many dismiss it as Marvel's awkward face, an off-brand Hulk portrayed by Edward Norton with a tone that doesn't quite align with the rest of the MCU. But here's the thing. The Incredible Hulk is better than you remember. It deserves more recognition than it gets. Let's delve into why this unique entry in the MCU still holds up today, and how it might actually be one of the more intriguing superhero films Marvel has ever produced. The film opens with Bruce Banner in Brazil working at a bottling plant while seeking a cure for his condition. He's been exposed to the gamma radiation which causes him to transform into the Hulk when his heart rate exceeds 200 beats per minute. An accidental blood contamination at the plant alerts General Tedious Thunderbolt Ross, leading to a military pursuit. Banner's transformation into the Hulk during this chase showcases the raw power and uncontrollable nature of his alter ego. Returning to the US, Banner reconnects with his former love, Betty Ross, and seeks help from Dr. Samuel Stearns. Meanwhile, Emil Blonsky, a soldier working with General Ross, undergoes a super soldier procedure, becoming the Abomination. The climactic battle between Hulk and Abomination in Harlem is a brutal no-holds-barred fight that stands out in the MCU for its intensity. In the end, Banner retreats to a remote cabin attempting to control his transformations. The film concludes with Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. approaching General Ross, hinting at the formation of the Avengers. At its core, The Incredible Hulk isn't about a standard superhero origin story. It's a chase movie. Bruce Banner is on the run from US government, living in hiding, working menial jobs and trying desperately to control the monster inside. It's more Bourne Identity than Iron Man, and that alone sets it apart from the usual MCU formula. There's no flashy tech startup, no wisecracking best friend, just a man terrified of himself and desperate for peace. That's compelling, and it's grounded and intense and kind of haunting. Marvel would never make this kind of film today, and that's exactly why it stands out. While Mark Ruffalo's portrayal of Bruce Banner is widely appreciated, Edward Norton's version brings a different depth. Norton's Banner is haunted, not cracking jokes but surviving. There's a genuine sadness in how he carries himself, like he's already accepted that he's going to live a lonely and isolated life. Plus, Norton contributed to the script, emphasizing Banner's internal struggle. He cared a lot about the role. Whether or not that clashed with Marvel Studios behind the scenes is a different story, but on screen, it worked. Modern Marvel movies sometimes feel like watching a video game cutscene, but The Incredible Hulk, that action had weight. You felt every punch. When Hulk smashes a Humvee in half and rips a car in two and uses the pieces as boxing gloves, it's raw. It's not flashy cinematography. It's monster versus military in the most direct, destructive way possible. And then there's the Harlem fight, Hulk versus Abomination. It's ugly, it's mean, and it's everything you want from a movie called The Incredible Hulk. There is no army of drones or faceless aliens, just pure, chaotic beatdown. People forget this, but The Incredible Hulk is technically the second MCU movie ever. It came out just a few weeks after Iron Man in 2008, and while Marvel became the face of MCU, Hulk quietly did a lot of the groundwork as well. The film introduces the Super Soldier program, it name drops S.H.I.E.L.D. multiple times, it gives us Thunderbolt Ross, who later appears in Civil War and Captain America Brave New World. It also laid the bricks for Marvel's long-term world building before Marvel even knew what the full blueprint even looked like, just like the first Iron Man movie. A common criticism of The Incredible Hulk is that it feels tonally disconnected from the rest of the MCU, and that's true, but honestly, that's a strength. While later Marvel movies often follow the same quippy, colorful formula, Hulk was dark, moody, serious. The color grading was practical, soaked in green, the pacing was slower, and the humor was minimal. It wasn't trying to make you laugh, it was trying to make you feel something, and even if it didn't always land, you can't deny that it took itself seriously. It treated the Hulk not as a punchline but as a tragedy, and that's refreshing. At the center of all this smashing and chaos is a man who wants to be free from himself. Bruce Banner isn't trying to become a hero. He's not looking for recognition or revenge. He's just trying to live without hurting people. That simplicity, the pain, that humanity, it's easy to overlook in a universe filled with gods and talking raccoons. But it's exactly what makes The Incredible Hulk worth revisiting. It's a superhero movie that doesn't want to be a superhero movie, and in doing so, it becomes something a little more thoughtful and maybe even a little more timeless. So, yeah, the CGI may be a bit dated, the plot may not be perfect, but The Incredible Hulk did something no other Marvel movie really tried to do. It took the monster seriously. And in a cinematic universe that's now overflowing with color-coded caves and multiversal mayhem, going back to the angry, grounded, quietly emotional story of Bruce Banner, it's kind of refreshing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and as always, it's time for a goodbye.